Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1591.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about how much is AI replacing the labor market. Now, I've been doing some ongoing reporting about AI just to keep on top of the trends and see where we are. And so when I saw this MIT study, which had some information about AI, I wanted to share that with you. So on Wednesday, MIT released a study that found that artificial intelligence can already replace 11.7% of the U.S. labor market, or as much as $1.2 trillion in wages across finance, healthcare, and professional services. The study was conducted using a labor simulation tool called the Iceberg Index, which was created by MIT and Oak Ridge National Laboratory. The index simulates how 151 million U.S. workers interact across the country and how they are affected by AI and corresponding policy. The Iceberg Index, which was announced earlier this year, offers a forward-looking view of how AI may reshape the labor market, not just in coastal tech hubs, but across every state in the country. For lawmakers preparing billion-dollar reskilling and training investments, the index offers a detailed map of where disruption is forming down to the zip code. Basically, we are creating a digital twin for the U.S. labor market, said Prasanna Balaprakash, ORNL director and co-leader of the research. ORNL is a Department of Energy research center in eastern Tennessee, home to the Frontier supercomputer, which powers many large-scale modeling efforts. The index runs population-level experiments revealing how AI shapes tasks, skills, and labor flows long before those changes show up in the real economy, Balaprakash said. The index treats the 150 million workers as individual agents, each tagged with skills, tasks, occupation, and location. It maps more than 32,000 skills across 923 occupations in 3,000 counties, then measures where current AI systems can already perform those skills. What the researchers found is that the visible tip of the iceberg, the layoffs and role shifts in tech, computing, and information technologies, represents just 2.2% of total wage exposure, or about $211 billion. Beneath the surface lies the total exposure, the $1.2 trillion in wages, and that includes routine functions in human resources, logistics, finance, and office administration. Those are areas sometimes overlooked in automation forecasts. The index is not a prediction engine about exactly when or where jobs will be lost, the researchers said. Instead, it's meant to give a skills-centered snapshot of what today's AI systems can already do and give policymakers a structured way to explore what-if scenarios before they commit real money and legislation. The researchers partnered with state governments to run proactive simulations. Tennessee, North Carolina, and Utah helped validate the model using their own labor data and have begun building policy scenarios using the platform. Tennessee moved first, citing the Iceberg Index in its official AI Workforce Action Plan released this month. Utah state leaders are preparing to release a similar report based on Iceberg's modeling. North Carolina State Senator DeAndrea Salvador, who has worked closely with MIT on the project, said what drew her to the research is how it surfaces effects that traditional tools miss. She added that one of the most useful features is the ability to drill down to local detail. And she said one of the things that you can go down to is county-specific data to essentially say, within a certain census block, here are the skills that is currently happening now, and then matching those skills with what are the likelihood of them being automated or augmented, and what could that mean in terms of the shifts in the state's GDP in that area, but also in employment. Salvador said that kind of simulation work is especially valuable as states stand up overlapping AI task forces and working groups. The Iceberg Index also challenges a common assumption about AI risk, that it will stay confined to tech roles in coastal hubs. The index's simulations show how exposed occupations spread across all 50 states, including inland and rural regions that are often left out of the AI conversation. To address that gap, the Iceberg team has built an interactive simulation environment that allows states to experiment with different policy levers, from shifting workforce dollars and tweaking training programs to exploring how changes in technology adoption might affect local employment and gross domestic product. Project Iceberg enables policymakers and business leaders to identify exposure hotspots, prioritize training and infrastructure investments, and test interventions before committing billions to implementation, the report says. Bala Prakash, who also serves on the Tennessee Artificial Intelligence Advisory Council, shared state-specific findings with the governor's team and the state's AI director. He said many of Tennessee's core sectors, healthcare, nuclear energy, manufacturing, and transportation, still depend heavily on physical work, which offers some insulation from purely digital automation. The question, he said, is how to use new technologies such as robotics and AI assistance to strengthen those industries rather than hollow them out. So interesting report from MIT, and this Iceberg Index is now something we can follow. So obviously this is one of the biggest trends of our time and something that we need to be aware of and continue to follow as this story unfolds. And since today is Black Friday, if you're thinking about your finances for next year and making some important decisions about who's going to be guiding you, consider joining the Be Wealthy and Smart VIP Experience, my personal investing insight group. Members of the VIP Experience join once and then have lifetime access to invest with me for years to come. It includes monthly live webinars with me, with live Q&A for me to answer questions, an asset allocation model for your stock portfolio so you know exactly where to invest, given recommended symbols with percentages, and in addition, we offer a full crypto portfolio of cryptocurrencies to invest in. We also have our own tech team, so we have individuals that can help you one-on-one to get you unstuck from any crypto situation you might find yourself in. Whether that's setting up a wallet, transferring crypto, getting your first purchases made on exchanges, setting up limit orders, our tech team members are there to help you. We also have a private Facebook group where I interact many times a day with people and share articles, updates, and market commentary, and interact with the greater VIP community, which we have members from all over the world. If this is something that interests you, check out our limited time offer in the show notes below. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.